up, Daredevils? Today, I'm going to be talking about The Amazing Jewel Circus Episode 5 because it was really good. It is right now my favorite episode. I even like it better than the third one. Oh, and by the way, there are going to be some spoilers, obviously. So if you don't want, if you don't want to hear anything about the episode or you haven't watched it yet, then I suggest that you watch the original episode. The first thing I want to talk about is this scene.
Do you have any actual friends? Not anymore. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about that. That wasn't meant to be.
This scene reminded me of this one theory that I had when around the time episode 3 came out. That I, for whatever reason, only decided to talk about it on fandom on one post on my old account and didn't make a YouTube short or even a video about it. So my theory in a nutshell was that Kufmo, who got abstracted in the first episode, was actually Jax's best friend. The only pieces of evidence I had was that Jax called Kufmo Coffee, which was a normal nickname that wasn't an insult. In the show, Jax is called Gangle Crybaby, he called Kinger Hoo-Ha, and he called Ragatha Licorice Hair. Well, he's not wrong about Ragatha. Just by the fact that Jax's nickname to Kufmo was Coffee, not some sort of insult, immediately tells me that both of them were friends. The second piece of evidence that I have is the fact that Jax was actually sad during Kufmo's funeral in episode 2, which immediately stood out to me when I first watched the episode during the premiere. Because I know damn well that Jax would not feel sad if either Gangle or Licorice Hair got abstracted. So the fact that Jax actually feels sad for Kufmo, I feel like that outright confirms that both of them used to be friends. And I feel like Kufmo's death heavily affected him because he became a lot more angrier after the episode 1. You could easily see this in episode 2 and 4. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The intermission segments. On episode 5, during the intermission segments, it shows Jax frantically running towards a door that had the face of an unknown abstracted character. So here's my guesses for this character. I think this character might actually be the reason why Jax is deathly afraid of corn. So Gooseworks, who is the creator of The Amazing Jewel Circus, has heavily implied since the beginning of the series that Jax is afraid of corn, but no one knows why. My hypothesis is that Jax's friends, Froggy, I'm guessing that's their name, since they don't have a canonical name. Just gonna call them Froggy. So Jax's friend Froggy got abstracted near a cornfield, and every time he sees corn, it immediately reminds him of Robbie. I think Jax is scared of corn because it gives him bad memories of his friend Frobby's abstraction. Seeing even a tiny piece of corn would give him anxiety that he might be next. Okay, now talking about my theory, now let's talk about my favorite part of the whole episode. The time Gangle blew up the entire White House. I'm not kidding. Next is Jax in a maid costume. What is it like they call him? Maid Jax. Yeah, I'm definitely putting this in my profile picture at some point. Maid Jax is the funniest part of the whole entire episode.
And why aren't you in uniform?
Another one of my favorite parts is when Jax just straight up tackles evil Jax. That was hilarious. To be honest, I might as well just say that the entire softball segment was actually my favorite part of the whole episode, since most of my favorite parts came from the softball segment. Lastly, one of my favorite parts was the entire intermission. The intermission was beautiful. Everything about it. I loved literally everything about it. The subtle lore drop about Jax, Pomni, Jax, and Zubul posing, the mannequins dancing. Perfect.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Overall, I really love this episode. That was it. Hope you enjoyed the video.